request the next speaker lined up for the day, Mr. P.S. Krishna, who is from MGR Education and Research Institute. Sir, please unmute yourself and please share your views about the topic, the importance of culture for sustainability.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, sir.
Is my screen is visible to all?
Yeah, it's uploading. Yeah, it's clear now. It's visible.
Thank you. Green, welcome to everyone. This is Krishna from Dr. NGR Education Research Institute, Chennai, India. I'm here to present a green topic, which is we know about what is sustainability, what is SDG, but I would like to just roll back what is SDG, what is MDG, what is before the SDG. SDG are totally 17 goals, as we all know. Before that, we have 8 goals before, which is called MDG, which was developed in the year 2015. Sorry, 2000 in the year 2000. While coming to our SDG, Sustainable Development Goal, which was developed in the year 2015. What is the difference between this MDGs and SDGs? Means MDGs is a Millennium Development Goal and SDGs is Sustainable Development Goal. This is only for developed country. What is MDG? While coming to this SDG means this both for developing and developed countries. To across the globe, we have to achieve our sustainably, our Mother Earth as a greenery. Our United Nations organization planned to change our MDGs to SDG in the year 2015 conference. Whereas, what are the goals in it? Totally 17 goals are there, right? SDG 1, no poverty. SDG 2, zero hunger. SDG 3, good health and well-being. SDG 4, quality education. SDG 5, gender equality. SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. SDG 7, affordable and clean energy. SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. SDG 9, industry innovation infrastructure. SDG 10, reduce inequalities. SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. SDG 13, climate action. SDG 14, life below water. SDG 15, life on land. SDG 16, peace, justice and strong institution. SDG 17, partnership for good. How I know without seeing the goals means
Krishna,
yes.
Your slides are not moving, please. Your slides are not
no,
moving,
ma'am. I keep at first slide only.
Okay, great.
How you can ask my question towards me without seeing? You can say our SDG goals. If you work for anything particular, means you will in midnight itself. You ask any question about that, means you will get up and say about that. What is the answer for that particular? Like that, I'm working for the Sustainable Development Goal from past year. When I know, I know about all the SDG goals without seeing, and I am working for Green 9 and Safe SDG goals. What are they means? I will specify when I go to this. Move on to the slides. Before that, this is the 17 goals. If you want to do anything, means interestedly, you can achieve and you can play where you can understood, you can give awareness and teach about this anything if you are interested only. So not only for SDG, if you are interested, do your wish and by your own interest, then you'll continue. Green, welcome to our speakers and thank for Sri Vidya ma'am for giving this opportunity. I'm from Institution of Green Engineer, cluster head of Igen Cycle for Green. I'm a cyclist. I completed my 1,000-kilometer cycling from August 2022, and I completed past month itself. And I move on to my slides. I have 4 agendas to continue. First one is what is SDG, and the second one is culture for life through our path Igen and Igen for green, and how interlink with culture, and what are the green action taken by our Institution of Green India, and what are the contribution towards our Mother Earth. As we have mentioned, MDG, SDG, I just mention a slide itself. MDGs are 2015. This is 2000. SDGs are 2015. This has agenda 2015, but this is agenda 2030. We have less than 8 years. Not only 7 years we have to work for our SDG to achieve all the goals. So we have to first create awareness to our domestic, then rural, and go on to our nation. Then we have to move forward to our globe. That is my first point I want to mention here. So we've taken a plan to create awareness in our domestic. Before that, what are the goals interlinked with our cycling, and what are the cultural goals linked to our SDGs? What are the means SDG 3, good health and well-being? You are all mentioning about many speakers future, and from up to now they mentioned about cultural. About our past speaker also mentioned about cultural with SDGs. Uh, he mentioned about what are the cultural had been adapted in the goals. By that cultural, I'm strictly oppositing to that. What are the cultural acting on SDGs, good health and well-being? By doing any activities like dance or so on, we can ensure our healthy life. We will not see any gender inequalities. We will work together first of all, and by we can save our energy. How means by driving cycle, ensure access to affordable clean energy and reliable sustainable and energy for all. And we can ensure these sustainable work and buildings through cycling. And we can conserve CO2 when we cycle. We can conserve our climate as a greenery. When we cycling, we will drive through only land, that is come across to the SDG 15. If we work for this 17 goal, as we pointed out last person, 17th, we can achieve all 16 along with it. This is the 17th partnership goal. These are my action. What I said at past, if you take awareness to anything about what you are doing to promote all the globe, means first you take part into domestic, then take action into globe. What is culture? This is a way of life, beneficial belief, and traditional institution or organization. One generation to generation is accompanied one thing. What is life? It's the ability to do. Is it a person or animal? This is my travel of their journey in their earth or any planet, who can live in their with their oxygen. They can. That is the life. This is the one paper I had taken to brief. There is no time, so just mention here. This is one of the paper from Cambridge University at 19 February 2021 press released one. And how I linking this cycling to our culture means, before this all the vehicles we have only cycle, right? Motor vehicle, while only through our manual only. This is also tradition across to the how I why I link. You can ask question. We have so many projects in our institution of green engineer. We just linked it to our culture. This is one of the tradition. This is one of the act, one of the exercise we will do. But we are taking it to action as a project. Why means why, in this generation no one is traveling through a cycle, right? They are adapting for a vehicle. Now you can see in cities, metropolitan cities, we can see our EV vehicles. That is also a good thing to avoid emission of CO2. And these are my action and my team contribution towards culture through the cycling. Igen cycle for green. And these are our institution of green engineer green site projects are a lot of more. We have more than 20K participants over the globe through the various digital platform, and we have designated theme what means with GR goals. As we know, what are the goals which was developed by UN SDGs, we have separate 9 goals. What are the means? According to the SDG, we created 9 goals. What are the means? Violet, indigo, blue, brown, gray, green, yellow, orange, red with GR. we know our rainbow as a VIBGR, 7 colors. As we slightly change into VIBGR, double B, double G. This is a goals for institution of green engineer. We are working for this particular goal now. We started from 2014 onwards, which is NSAVE, Green 9 NSAVE, to sustain our mother earth through avoiding to avoid the emission of CO2 through cycling, to saving the energy at domestic itself. What are the 9 mantras we established? What are the means? Switching off the appliances, not in use, regular cleaning of our filters of AC, and use star-rated products, equipments, and regular cleaning of fridge, heavy duty products at the off using of heavy duty products at off peak time. Avoid leaving the products at standby mode, optimal temperature maintenance, and replacement of the solar. As we while cycling, we are creating this much of green action, like green 9 mantras, green 9 action points. What are the green 9 action points? Means we will create the awareness to the shop. What are they? Means switching the light LEDs to from bulb. Availability of dustbins and solar LEDs. No more received bills. Like that, we have nine action points. We will create the mantras, awareness of mantras and action points to domestic, residential people, general public, at shops, and so on.
Yeah, Mr. Krishna, I think we are running out of time.
I will end, ma'am. Okay. And this is our site, Institution of Green Engineering for Cycle for Green. And these are the 4 projects: Energy Double 9 Challenge, and Talk for SDG, Water Bank, and Cycle for Green, as I mentioned. And these are our global connectivity through various platforms. And this is our Facebook community of Igen Cycle for Green. This is our Talk for SDG. We are creating awareness through globe with this Facebook community. Many of them from various institutions and organizations. One ministry of Greece also involved in this, and many of them involved in this Talk for SDG. They are creating a awareness video and posting on it. And Energy Double 9 just creating awareness about Green 9 mantras to the domestic homes. This is the objective. One person have to create awareness to 99 public houses. And Water Bank, this is going to implement soon. And thank you for giving opportunity. And I literally slightly promoted my Institution of Green Engineer projects through this. But I mentioned we have cultural, not only the cultural come around this dance, exercise. We can come across through cycling also, that I mentioned. Thank you.
Thank you for saying that cycling is the new culture way forward for good health and prosperity. May I now ask Dr. Mamta to take over?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Srividya. I was just waiting before Srividya ma'am to come it over. Thank you, Krishna. Mr. Krishna, you are really the torchbearer. Yes, ground realities, working on the roots. You have really nailed the point, converting those 17 before what was there, and now how you are converted to green, and how cycling culture comes into CC. Cycling culture, you have given your own 9, and very elaboratively you are really handling. Hats off to you. Seriously, the young generation like you can really talk about achievement of these SDGs. Yes, at ground level. Just a small thing, like I read plastic. So how you need to create that awareness, and the people like you, when you are creating through the cycling and these many projects, I really salute you. And this is the required thing that Indian culture, Indian youngster can really achieve those goals before 2030. If you people are working like this, I really salute you, and hats off to you. You were very fast, giving all those details early, and then quickly you gave the whole idea of your Igen cycling. Thank you so much for being with us and really enlightening what efforts you're doing. Thank you. I'll not take much. Over to Dr. Shiv.
Thank you, ma'am. I want to once again remember about one thing. We have to start from domestic, then we have to take part in this step into globe.
Definitely.
Thank you once again.
Definitely.
Absolutely, from micro to macro.
Yeah.
Thank you, Krishna. I'm really overwhelmed with joy to see such a contribution from a youngster like you. So, with everybody's permission, I would like to call Mr. Niranjan and Krishna as engineers, Igen engineers, nature engineers. Really fabulous. And you have really, the quintessence shows very clearly that culture is nothing but the customary beliefs, social forms, material traits of racial, religious, and social group, which is contributing towards the betterment of the society. Very truly, very quintessentially, very crisply to the point. You have explained so well, and congratulations on that VGR project. I'm quite impressed with that. Violet 1, Indigo 3, Indigo 3, Blue 5, Round 7, Green 9. How did you get them all? Great, Grey 2, Yellow 4, Orange 6, and Red 8. Hats off to you guys. Really, this is what is doing by living. Instead of just talking, and talking about exactly what is to be done, could be done, you're doing things that to be really, really congratulated. And going ahead with Krishna's thing, he is very summarizingly he has covered with the culture, the declaration of the culture, and the forming the positions of the culture as a major engine for the sustainable and socio-economic recovery in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. And well, as rightly he mentioned, the 5 key priorities, as he mentioned, as Millennium Developmental Goals in it, as such that culture and the climate change, culture and education, culture and creative industries, and culture in the digital transformation, which has taken its steps to permanently integrate culture into the G20 goals, as he was mentioning, as SDG 17, comprehending on the whole, as such as an inclusion of the culture ethos, progressively broadening the scope of G20 discussions with the global reflection of the contemporary social issues. If I'm going to talk more on that, Mamta will give me some.
And welcoming everyone to our community through our link I have just shared in chat. You kindly go through and join in our community. As a green contributor, as a green thinker, as a green engineer, we are welcoming you. Thank you.
Thank you. You're here. That means you're already there with us, Mr. Pius Niranjan and Krishna.
Yes.
Greatest pleasure having you here. It's we will definitely collaborate.
And thankful to you, ma'am. Through our Igen only you connected, right?
Yes.
Igen
yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's the global forum. It's for community, so we're not supposed to talk anything personal on that. So I didn't mention that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving ahead,
so
yes.
First of all, thank you all the participants to be here. Most of the speakers have left except a few. So first is the conceptualization. Yes. So yes, this particular topic is a must. We need to build a culture of awareness, co-creation and partnership. And this is a platform. This is the reason I'm here. So the choice of topic to choice of the speaker all needs to be aligned, and how we need to synchronize and compete. So with this, I would like to thank Dr. Srividya ma'am for giving me this opportunity to be part of this, where I can share my opinion. I can be part of this. Somehow I managed to be there for 3 hours sitting with it and really paying attention to all the speakers and how they have a rich experience, starting from our chief guest to keynote speaker. Everyone was talking about culture with different perspective. Whether it was a youngster who has given that Igen, that cycle culture, whether it's our sir who is still there, Rajesh sir, who really engages with like kindergarten kind of stories that we are empowered. We need to really think about. So all got different dimensions, all got different reason. Talking about the cultural form or the dance form to the Indian culture, our speaker, especially keynote speaker, actually we could have taken about opportunities. We need to really talk about how Safal sir introduced that alignment of these all 17 goals is a must. And yes, Niranjan sir, he spoke about the opportunities and challenges, how we need to be very particular about achieving all these goals as a nation. So start from us, then talk about nation, and then how we can contribute towards the world, and SDGs are a way to that particular thing. Krishna sir, yes, I am always appreciating that Krishna, the youngster, Igen, he's talking about. Yes, with this, I really would like to thank G20 International and R&D University to really have and host these kind of events where we can really put all like-minded people, all academicians, all these big celebrities. I would call these celebrities, irrespective of the age, how they are devoting their times and energies so that we can contribute towards building a better world for everyone, for the generations to come. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shividya ma'am. Over to you.
Yeah. So,
And yes, my
thank you, Dr.
co-host
Mamta.
as well.
Yeah, you forgot me.
We are together. We are together. So nothing to thank about.
Absolutely.
Yes, but it's really, really very nice experience to be with you and to share the stage with you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. The pleasure is mine as well. As Dr. Mamta has already clearly outlined so many factors, all I would like to say is a small thing. Culture, we have to think as like number 0. If you're going to put it on the left side of any number, it's not going to have any value. That is, you forget about it if it is 0, 2. But if that 0 is put after the 2, you get 20, 200, 2000, 2 lakh. How many other zeros you add? So that is the importance of culture. Today, in the current generation, it is in the 0 on the left side. Don't leave it, but pick it up and make it right to increase your personal value. That is exactly the message that I would like to record here and convey to the Gen Z. And very, very impressed, thoroughly impressed with Igen, who are so responsible and who showed how to do. You have all been talking about G20. See, we have implemented G20, and across the world, they are garnering an attitude. They are building an attitude. They are building a culture. So their culture is good health. Be environment friendly, be together, as they are focusing on mankind. That is the culture we need to focus on. There are irrespective of religion, every culture says only one thing: be human. And that is what we need to focus on. And in that aspect, we need to understand the local culture of every corner of the world and take the good and build a new human culture. We should foster community engagement, bring people together and make them work, realize the importance. Okay, maybe it is there in somewhere in Germany, but this is good for the world. Maybe it is there somewhere in India, it is good for the world. There is nothing related attached to race or religion, but the goodness in every culture. And we have to identify cultural assets, especially literature. There are
presented as a patent to the G20, the final confinement that we are working for. On that note, we would like to extend our sincere thanks to Dr. MGR University, who have participated with us in this key session. And thanks to one and all. Until we